Stephanie Dobson is back with us this week once again. Stephanie is a lawyer, mediator, and online educator, Hank Divorce Law and Mediation with offices in Edmonton and Lloydminster. Stephanie, thanks for joining us once again.
Nice to see you, Stacey.
Well, we are going to chat this week about relationships after you've gone or starting the divorce and separation process, because obviously that's going to happen in some cases and can be a little bit awkward navigating that. So let's kind of go through, I guess, a list of things that people should be thinking about 10. When they're going through this. Yeah, well, the top 10. There we go. We'll give it the top 10. So let's start with the number one, Stephanie. Your first tip. What would you say?
Give yourself time to heal. So before jumping into a new relationship, it's really important to take that time for self-reflection and healing. You never know when that right time is going to be, but really understanding your emotions, identifying what went wrong in your previous relationship, and maybe even learning from those experiences is important. Again, with the timing, it's hard to know how long, but really allow yourself that time for personal growth and grieving that loss of your previous relationship before jumping into the next one.
Okay, and your tip number 2 is know what you want. And I think that's always a good thing too, because as you mentioned with rebound, there could be all kinds of thoughts going through your head, but you should take some time to know what you actually want.
Yes, exactly. It's really important to take that time to reflect on what you want in a relationship and in a new partner. Consider the pros and cons, right? The things that are really important to you and what you wish to avoid. And you can certainly use your past experiences to help you with that. But really, that self-awareness will really help you to create a healthier relationship going forward.
Okay, and the next one is to communicate openly.
Yeah, it can be hard at first when you're in a new relationship to communicate a lot. That things are really fresh and new, but it's really important as you get into the relationship to effectively communicate, especially when you're navigating those new dynamics. You really have to be honest about your feelings, your own needs, your expectations of that relationship, and even if you have children, considering how your new partner fits into that co-parenting situation. So clear communication can really build trust and ensure that everyone is on the same page from the start.
Okay, tip number 4, Stephanie, is to take it slow. And why would you recommend that?
We always want to take it slow with a new relationship, whether this is just post-divorce or not, but really, pace yourself. So rushing into some deep emotional connection can, of course, lead to some misunderstandings, and it can repeat some patterns from the past. So it's really important that you take your time as you delve in.
Well, and kind of touching on what you just said, Stephanie, the next one that you have is learn from the past, but don't dwell on it.
Yeah, it's really important to learn from those past experiences, but we don't want to bring them into your new relationship as though the stuff that happened in the old relationship is going to occur again. And really, it's important to give your new partner the chance to be who they are.
Okay, and for number 6, we are going with set new boundaries. And why is that, Stephanie?
Well, boundaries are important in any relationship, but really, especially if you're just getting out of a previous relationship, it's really clear to be sure that you tell your new partner what you're comfortable with and what your limitations are. So this could include boundaries about communication, even emotional intimacy, and integration of your new partner into your life and that of your children.
Okay, and tip number 7 is involve family and friends when ready. I think that's the key, correct?
So when ready, exactly. So when you're comfortable, it is really a great thing to involve your new relationship with your friends and your family because they can really support you and provide valuable insight and encouragement. But, of course, it's really important to be mindful of their opinions. But ultimately, the relationship should be what feels right for you, not what feels right for them.
Okay, and for number 8, we have focus on self-care and personal growth.
Yeah, so we talk a lot in our episodes about well-being and wellness. And so it's really important to focus on that even when you're in a new relationship. So a healthy relationship, of course, requires 2 individuals who are content with themselves and happy. So prioritizing your own personal growth as you grow together with your new partner is important.
And number 9 is to be prepared for some mixed emotions. And I can see that when you've been used to, especially if it was a longer time you were together with somebody and then you've split with them, it would be, interesting, I guess, kind of trying to navigate and different feelings come up when you're with this new person.
You got it, Stacey. There's a roller coaster of emotions when you're divorcing and separating. There's also a roller coaster of emotions when you're getting into a new relationship. There can be excitement, and then there can be on the other end of the spectrum some anxiety. So, it's natural to have those moments of doubt or fear. And really, it's important to acknowledge those feelings and be open about those feelings. Sharing your feelings and emotions with your partner will really foster an environment of understanding and support.
Okay, and number 10, Stephanie, is to seek professional help if needed. Why is that so important?
Well, it's always good to have a therapist on speed dial. So, if you find yourself struggling with transitions into a new relationship, consider seeking help from a therapist or a counselor. They can, provide valuable tools and insights to help you to navigate your feelings effectively, as you're on this roller coaster, and it can really help you to build a healthier connections moving forward.
All right, well, thank you as always, Stephanie, and we'll be back to chat with you again next week.
Nice to see you, Stacey.